Hello. Um, Today is different. I actually am not here alone. Bill is here, and so I'm going to bring him over in a little bit and introduce him to you. Um, so, so let's see. No weird stuff that happened today. Oh, chat. Bill says hello, everyone. No weird stuff that happened today. The computer's working fine, and I'm like not nervous and all ready to go. So we will head right into it. I'm very excited about this information today, so I hope that you'll enjoy it. Okay, so cool. So today's topic is about safety concerns, parent ratings, and pricing. But I'm going to review, and partly I'm just reviewing this for the purposes of those who are watching the replay. Our recap of day 1 and day 2. So on day 1, we talked about the fact that this is all coming from basically our parent surveys and other data that we have collected from Camps Rock. And the top 3 things that parents are concerned about: price, which we're going to talk about today, making sure their kids are not bored, and then the safety concerns that they have in the parent reviews. They're looking for basically information about how how they can trust you. So in day 2, we talked about both the logical and emotional sides of the brain and how parents go about making their purchase decisions with both the logical side and the emotional side of their brain. And then we talked about, or we did some exercises on creating an opening sentence with that Mad Lib. Hopefully that was kind of fun. Maybe you had a chance to do that after the fact. And again, if you want to grab the handouts from yesterday, those are all in there. That was probably hard to grab while we were online yesterday, but anyway, they're all on the handouts. And then we talked about all the other elements that you would want to cover in your written materials about company philosophy, the leaders of your camp and their qualifications, and all that kind of stuff. And we talked about how often parents and kids are choosing different camps. So they're trying new camps every year, which we talked about was both good news for you and bad news for you. And it just sort of emphasizes the need for you to make sure that your marketing materials and your website and everything are really covering all the reasons why they should choose you over and above any other camp out there. So those were the first 2 days. And today we're going to talk about again, safety concerns and parent reviews, and then pricing. So don't forget, before we get started, join our Facebook group if you haven't already done that. And then take the time to do the exercises. We really don't have exactly exercises today, really more I'm sharing information for you, but it will hopefully spur some thoughts about how you can go about pricing, how you can go about getting parent reviews and things like that. So post about what you've thought or what you've worked on or what you're excited about. Post it in our Facebook group or just send me an email. And I appreciate Cheryl and Michelle, you both have sent me emails. And I think one of the things that's hardest about running an online business is, I mean, there's almost literally no feedback about what we're doing and if we're doing a good job and if we're satisfying, your needs. So in your business, you meet the parents and you're physically, talking with the parents and you're working with the children every day. And so like you're getting that feedback all the time. And so it's great for us to get just emails or posts on our Facebook group that just lets us know whether we're doing an okay job. So that would be awesome. At the end of this session today, I would like your permission to just give you some more information about Camps Rock. I've kind of mentioned it a little bit, but I would like at the end of this to just give you some more information about what we're offering right now and some of the details about what it's like to be listed in Camps Rock. I'm going to show you some actual examples of camps that are listed and what their listings look like and some of the features that we offer and stuff like that. So if that's okay with you, I would like to do that at the end of today's presentation. For that reason, we'll go a little bit longer, might be more like 40 minutes, 45 minutes today. Okay, let's talk about the prize. Actually, I'm going to stop sharing my thing because I want to talk about our prize. Cheryl and Michelle, you both have won, and we're going to do one more drawing today, and that would include anybody who has watched any of the replays and know the magical word of the day, which I'll be sharing one more time at the end of this video. So again, we'll do one more drawing. But what did you win? I know you want to know, and I'm super excited. I think I just wanted to do a prize just because I wanted to give this as a prize. So drum roll, please. The prize is a game called The Resistance. Oh, this is backward. Well, anyway, I would love to know if either one of you, if any of you out there have heard of this game, but it is just an absolute blast. Like I said before, my kids, whenever we say the word resistance, the kids literally freak out. We took this with us this summer. We went on a church mission trip, and there were a bunch of kids, and we played it every night, and it's a fun, loud, awesome game. So, and then let's see, so it takes 5 to 10 players, and it's good for up to, let's see, ages 13 and up. So you could use it for camp, you could take it home and just keep it for yourself. It is way more fun than the box looks. Like, it looks very serious and dark, but it's just really a blast. So anyway, that's the prize, and that will be coming in the mail. I guess I will need to get you guys a mailing address for me to send it to you. But anyway, so that is the prize, and I'm excited. Oh wait, I have to share my screen again. I keep forgetting to do that. Let me get back over here. In my mind, I'm sharing my screen, but in actuality, you guys can't see it. So, okay, safety concerns and parent ratings. And so I kind of cheated because it's a pentagon and there's 5 sides, and I put this together as one side, but I put them together because they really do, they're very interrelated and they go together. And the reason is because this is basically the parents needing to vet you, right? They need to basically put together, find the proper information and data to make sure that they're making a well-informed decision. And part of that is having the confidence that you are going to, take good care of their kids. We talked kind of about that yesterday. And so let's start with the safety concerns. We talked a lot about this yesterday, but just a few more things. I think if you just briefly mention, and you're not going to put this in an ad or in, like, if you're sending out a postcard, but definitely on your website, any place that you have a longer, the opportunity to put in longer description. If you're doing like a larger mail home kind of multi-fold piece where you have room to put some of this information, I think just writing something that is kind of subtly letting them know that you really take the care of their children very seriously. So I gave you some just ideas, and this is just to get your juices flowing of how you might word it. Something along the lines of, our student to leader ratio is whatever it is, because your child's safety is as much a concern for us as it is for you. Another option, because your child's safety is our greatest concern, you can view our safety procedures here. And then you link that to a page on your website. And I would put, it would be an abridged version that's specifically targeted to the parents, so that it's not like every bit of your policies and procedures, but it's like essentially they're getting the types of things that you monitor and that you have procedures for, and probably even things that they have never thought of, and they go, oh gosh, I never thought that. Obviously you need to have procedures about traveling and field trips and what happens if a medical emergency happens, that kind of stuff. So, and then another option, we care for your child as if they were our own, and our approach is one of caring and respectful interactions with all leaders and fellow campers. And that is something that as a parent, I was always worried about, like my kids and how they were interacting with other campers and where they were ever, because it's not all just like, are my kids physically safe, but are they emotionally safe, or are they safe from other kids in the program? So there's more than just physical safety. Another thing that you can look into is getting accreditation from either the American Camp Association or the Canadian Camping Association or wherever it is that you're located, and get the badge on your website. Now, that is somewhat pricey depending on how big your organization is, and they kind of price it out based on your size. So, or if you aren't going to do the accreditation that way, at least you can work on things that would give you the equivalent of those kinds of considerations or specifications that they require. And so things like training, lifeguard, that you have a camp nurse, an RN, that you have some of your staff has CPR certification, that you've taken, maybe you offer for all of your staff bullying awareness training or things having to do with LGBTQ training, and other special needs training, and especially anything like if you've done something and there's a icon or badge that you can get to put on your website or put on your print materials, do that. I mean, if you have you know, trained CPR and or lifeguards or EMTs or whatever you might have, put those on your website. Parent reviews. Okay, so there's a difference between testimonials and reviews. And testimonials would be quotes that you put on your website that are, you know, direct quotes from parents who are going to, you know, have kids going to your site. So they're important, or camp. So they're important, but they're not everything you need. And when you think about it, you really need to have parent reviews on third-party platforms. So think about the way you make purchase decisions in your own life. We don't often just make decisions based on the reviews that are on that company's website, whether it's a product you're buying or whatever. You do tend to go somewhere else to kind of double check, are there any bad reviews for this product that I'm going to buy? So that's why, so testimonials are more, I think a consumer thinks of that as more like you've hand selected what testimonials you're going to put on your site. But on a third-party platform, those are reviews that have never been edited, and a parent knows that's truly an unsolicited and unbiased review of your camp. So there are various places that you can get that kind of parent review outside of your own website. Your Facebook business page, same thing with the Better Business Bureau. Yelp, don't we all love Yelp reviews? Because once again, you can't control them. And then another great place to get parent reviews is on Camps Rock. We actually changed a feature of Camps Rock based on our parent survey. This was before we even started the business. So we were writing our business plan. We did market research. We talked to the parents, and we changed the feature, eliminated one feature, and added the parent review in specifically because that was how much we heard back from parents that they wanted parent reviews. They wanted a chance to see what other parents had to say about the camps that they were looking at. So that's how much they want to know this information. I'm going to show you, hopefully this will work. I'm going to show you what the parent reviews look like on Camps Rock. So Kalamazoo, and it's a camp called Circle Pines. So I'm just going to put in Circle because I know that's what I'm looking for. And there it is. There's the stars that show up on their listings on the results list. And then when I click in, here's where you can see the parent reviews right on their page. And, you know, it just adds a whole lot of extra text that's, you know, great to have on your page that gives more than just your own description. It's like what parents actually think about your camp, which is awesome. So that's what it looks like. And then, like I was saying, this is, can everyone see it? Yes, Michelle says can see it now. Good. Okay. So anyway, this is what Camps Rock looks like if you hadn't already had a chance to come out here and see it. And like I said, we're doing a complete facelift. Just a couple things about the way this looks, because I've had people say, well, you know, it could be more flashy or, you know, have more pictures and stuff. We actually designed this like this on purpose because So as a mom, I wanted to create something that moms would, that was calm and relaxed in a place that a mom can come and like hang out and do some research. So that's why it's these colors. We wanted something kind of low key. I'm just gonna, just because this is easy, I'll go to Dayton, Ohio and show you, you know, so this is what parents see. And they can, you know, hang out, and they do. We have parents who come on and they'll spend 20 minutes, 40 minutes browsing around. And that's why we didn't want it to be you know, bright and flashy and lots of stuff going on. We just wanted to be a nice, simple place where people could go and find the information they're looking for. So that's why it looks like that. Although, like I said, facelift, in the facelift is going to look, if you've ever used Pinterest, we're going to something that will have a very much a Pinterest look and feel to it. So still, I mean, in my opinion, Pinterest is, again, still very organized and calm. It's like, but there are a lot more pictures, but the pictures are related to the camps, if that makes sense. So that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, so how do those get up there? The parents go and add the review. I actually review it before I allow it to go on your page. So it doesn't immediately go up there. I get an email or Bill gets an email. We go out, we read it. If it would ever say anything negative, and I've never had one that said anything negative so far, but if it would, I would reach out to you and give you an opportunity to, you know, respond to whatever it is that they might say. And then it will go out there. So I won't edit it for you, but I also won't let somebody just, you know, put out a really bad review, like a troll or something, go out and do something that you have no control over. I will also send you an email with the review in it, so you can use the text and you're notified that it's there. And then, like I said, when I showed it to you, that it adds a lot of extra great text onto your landing page. And then you can put a link on your website to the Camps to Rock, that actual detail page, so that people can see that third-party platform without them having to go out and search for it. They can get to it right from your website. Okay, on to pricing. You thought we'd never get here. I keep talking about pricing, and I know, I mean, this is actually our second business, and it's always hard to figure out how do you price what it is that you're offering. So I'm assuming that you fiddle around with that a lot and go back and forth and evaluate your profit, you know, your profit margins and all of that kind of stuff. But are you confident with the way you've priced your camp? I'm not a source for a magic formula, unfortunately, but I do have parent data. So let's look at that. So this chart shows, this is specifically for an overnight or residential camp, and in the question that I asked, it was specifically for a 5 or 6 night stay. So this may or may not apply to you, but that's what those prices are referring to, as a 5 or 6 night stay. And the way that I recommend you use this information is look at where your price lands. So let's say you have a $600 camp. Let's say you have a $500 camp. And so you are like right in the middle of that pink slice, that pink pie. So what percent of people would be willing to pay your price or more? And what percent of people would not go up to your price? Okay, so that would be the way I would use this information. And what that basically means is that 27% of the population would not go above $400, meaning if you're $500, there's at least 27% of the population, and then let's just guesstimate maybe half of this pink pie, so another 18%. So, you know, you're looking at almost 50% of the population are not going to go up to $500. But you've got another, you know, whatever that is, 25% of the population that will go up and beyond $500. So that's how you would use this pie chart. And then I have the same type of pie chart for a full week-long day camp. Again, this is for a full day, so whatever you would consider to be whether it's 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 or whatever is your full day, full week day camp. And those are, now this is parents kind of all over the nation. So my, the respondents had to put in their zip code, so I knew roughly where they were. So this is from all over the place. And so this may be different depending on, you know, what is the cost of living or whatever in your city. But this will give you at least a rough idea of what people are willing to pay and go up to. So you can see that 75%, roughly 75% of the population is willing to go up to $200, or somewhere between $150 and $200, I should say, because not all of this 48% would go all the way up to $200, if that makes sense. So again, same way to use this information is where is your price, and then how many people would be willing to go up to that price, and then how many people would easily go above your price. And that does not mean that if your price is above $200, you know, that you can't have a price point above $200. There's plenty of camps that do. But again, we talk more for, and the fact that you need to be justified than that, okay? And then I threw in this chart, and I caution you because this chart is from 2 years ago, so 2017, but I put this in here to give you an example of the difference in how things have changed in 2 years, which is actually great news because, and the unfortunate thing is I changed the ranges. So if I go back to the previous page, I've got $100 to $150 is this 29%. And in this next chart, the 100, see here, I've got 100 to 125, and then 125 to 150. So the total of everyone who would go up to $150 2 years ago, around 50% of the population would not go above $150. And if you look at this year, 29%, so it's dropped dramatically the number of people who would not go above $150. Hopefully that makes sense what I'm trying to explain. But basically what it means is that over the past 2-year period of time, the price sensitivity has lowered for that, and basically in that 150 price break. Now $200 has remained about the same, so it's right around 75%, both 2 years ago, because that yellow is going up to $200, to this year. Again, it's just a little bit more, but pretty close to 75% are still saying $200. Okay, so let's see, did I cover all of that? Yes. Okay, features for which they would pay more. This is just a repeat of what was in yesterday's slides, and so, but it's just again repeated here so that those are the ways, the places that you can hopefully come up with wording and other explanations for why your camp is more than others or whatever. This slide is about the parents' thoughts on the cost of extended care for your camp. So if you are a camp that offers extended care, here's some information for you. 26% of parents said that they were fine with paying for an extended care fee, that it was understandable that there needed to be an extra fee for that. 19% said they like when extended care is split between morning and evening and they only pay for what they need. 5% said they would rather just have a higher price for the camp and have extended care included, and 16% said they thought that if it was marketed as a full day camp, that it should just include extended care for no extra fee, and then 32% said they don't need extended care. So some ways that you can that you want to think about this information. So one thing is, altogether 1/3 of the people responding don't need extra care or extra extended care. And so you can't not take those folks into account when deciding on how you're going to charge for extended care. And then whether we like it or not, we've got 21% of the population who sort of in one way or another are saying they really don't want extended care to be an extra price. They want it to be included. But in a way, and I don't know, in the way I think about that, those 21% are sort of not taking other people into account. They're not thinking of others. That's the way they want it. But of course, your 32% that don't need extended care are really not going to want to pay for extended care that they don't need. So I personally, just based on this feedback and information, I would think that the most logical approach would be this splitting it between morning and evening so that people only pay for what they need. Now, of course, that all depends on how that changes your what do I want to say, the way you have to manage that from a back office standpoint, and, you know, that kind of thing. But that would probably be from a pricing standpoint, what would be most comfortable for the majority of people out there. And then finally about pricing would be to do your own research and actually ask your parents what they think in your own parent survey. And don't be afraid to ask them these questions. They'll probably, you know, you would think like they're going to say, of course, I would rather it be a lower price, but at the same time, I think a lot of them will be honest with you and tell you, no, you know, it's pretty much at the upper limit of what I can afford, or yes, I think your camp is perfectly worth what you're charging for it. Also asking them what do they think are features of your camp that they think are superior to others, that you can use in your marketing materials to get their actual wording of how you can explain to other families that you really do have features that are superior. Ask them if they need extended care, and if they do need extended care, how do they feel about the way you're charging for that? Do they take advantage of your discounts? And I don't know if you offer scholarships, but if you do, are they interested in receiving information about scholarships? Would be just a few questions that you could ask people about pricing. So that's it. We've got the hook, we've got the boredom busters, the vision, safety concerns, parent reviews, and pricing. And with all of that information, I think that you really can come up with some great wording, some great information that will help parents see your camp as sort of the whole package and worth everything that you are putting into it, worth the price that you are charging for it. All right, so I'm going to stop this share. Okay, how's everybody doing? Is that all good? Are we okay? Does anybody have any questions about any of that before I go on to talk about Camps Rock? Okay. And hey, before I actually go talk about Camps Rock, I would like to introduce you to Bill, who is over in the other room saying it was good. Thanks, Bill. So Bill and I started this business in 2015. We actually started working on it in 2013. A lot of people are like, you're married and you have a business together. How does that work? And this is actually our second business together. So we are used to doing this. And here's Bill. Say hello.
Hello.
The camera's up there.
Oh, hello.
So, and so we pretty much spend our, I don't know, are we a boring couple? We spend our time talking about Camps Rock and about getting parents to come and look at your camps on Camps Rock, and this is sort of like what we live and breathe, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
We talk about business a lot.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah. So
we're going to go to a play tonight. So
yes, we do other things. We do have a life, but anyway. So I just wanted to take a moment. Okay, I'm going to try sharing my screen again. Hopefully this will work. Yeah, okay. Sorry, don't mean to ignore you, but I'm going to move on. That's Bill. Let me do this properly. So I want to talk about, I showed you a little bit about what it looks like, what Camps Rock physically looks like. And I'm going to show you a little bit more about that in a few minutes. But this is the offer that we have right now is called the Founders League. And basically what Bill and I did was we sat down and we put together absolutely everything that we have to offer into one collective like bundle called the Founders League. And so that's what we have going on right now. This opportunity, this offer is available until Monday. I'm leaving it up and available so that over this weekend, if there's somebody else in your organization that needs to, that maybe you want them to watch these videos, you want to share this with them, you can do that over the weekend or on Monday and still have an opportunity to get this awesome deal. So a few things that people say about Camps Rock, and here are some quotes from camp directors that are listed in Camps Rock and kind of the things that we've heard back from them. And here I said, get unsolicited third-party platform quotes, but unfortunately for us, we don't really have, there's sort of no place for us to get that kind of third-party quotes. But anyway, so these are things that we've received from camp directors that have their camps listed on our website. And then here I have parent comments, and these are our real live parent comments. As a matter of fact, these are people, I don't know these people. I've never met these people. These were completely unsolicited comments that we got from them on our Facebook and different posts that I'm out in moms groups all over the place, and these are the things that they say to me out there. I loved this one. This is Emily said, "I think I love you." That was fun. But anyway, so parents really love what we're doing. Camp directors love what we're doing. And so we know that kind of the concept is working. Reasons to trust us. I've said this before, summer camps are all we do. This is, we don't write articles. We don't, it's not a blog. We are not a things to do kind of a website. This is specifically summer camps, and that's who comes to our website as moms looking for camps. We're parents, and that's why we created Camps Rock. And on our full website, you can read the story about how we came up with the idea. But basically, I was trying to schedule our kids into camp, and it's hard. It's, you know, for parents, it's very, very difficult to find the camps that we want. As you already know, you've seen all of the slides that I put together. We do study our data a lot. We look at the traffic we have and what parents are searching for, and what parents, like what ages they're searching for. And we look at our data a lot so that we can help you understand how best to reach the parents. We include everyone. Again, that's back to kind of our core idea, which is that if we include all camps, that's what parents want to see. That's what's going to bring the parents to the website. And I talked yesterday about the whole chicken before the egg problem that there is with that. But kind of that's where we're headed, is to include everyone. And surprising the number of business advisors who said to us, you need to charge everybody. And we were like, nope, that is not what we want to do. We want to make it affordable for everybody to be in, and that's how it has to work. Anyway, we're focused on creating change, and I say this all the time. Bill and I talk about the fact that I really want to change the way camps market, and we're young yet, and we're still trying to figure it out, but the ultimate goal is that I use the word consortium. I kind of think of it as a collective whole, that as a camp, a summer camp industry coming together to put together something that could never have been created. I mean, you know, it's not like any one individual camp can just put together a directory that everybody can use. It's a platform that everybody can use. So that's kind of my goal, is just to totally change the way you market so that you don't have to spend all this money on all these different little, you know, money to put your camp on a mom's blog, money to put your camp on a, you know, I don't know, parents to do things to do website, or do a camp fair. Like, you're spending a lot of money on marketing in a lot of different ways. And if we can come up with a platform that the parents would not even begin to plan their summer before they just come and look at Camps Rock first. That's my goal. So, like I said, we're constantly working to make Camps Rock better. That's what Bill and I talk about all the time. Oh, yeah, that is what we talk about all the time. But it's okay because we are super cool and fun people. So, yeah. Let's see, a lot of this we've already talked about. Let's see, we help you with your SEO. That's a big one because every listing that you have is, you're getting a link to your website. And what we know about SEO, and believe me, we work a lot on that, because when you think about it, we're not just in one city. So we have to work on our SEO in lots of cities. And so one of the things that's really important is getting links back to your website helps a ton in getting your SEO, increasing your SEO. So when you list on Camps Rock, you get a link to your website, and you can do that yourself. You register and log in and create your listing yourself, and it gives you a link back to your website. What else do I want to pick out? I want to not go over too far. Okay, I'm going to skip by this stuff so that you can come back here and read these things, but this is kind of the stuff that makes us different. What is in the Founders League? So our Founders League, like we said, we took everything we have to offer and we put it all into one bundle, and the price is like super crazy low, by the way. So we have a gold option, and right now that's not actually on our pricing page, but there's a gold option. It's $19 a month, and these are all the features you get in the gold. You get your logo, you get photos on your page, you get an unlimited length description, you get a button that goes directly to your website. Everybody gets a link to your website, but on the gold you get a button. I'll show you about that in just a second. Our platinum then is $199 annually. And that is a bundle that includes, this is part of the facelift that we're doing. And I said the Pinterest idea, your cover photo will actually be out on your listing, as opposed to just right now, it's just your logo. For the platinum, it'll be your cover photo as well. Like I said, that whole Pinterest look and feel, your cover photo will be on the listing page. Your parents' reviews are popped out onto the home page. And then you will have access to a real-time report that will tell you how many people have looked at that you've shown up in the search results, and that they've clicked through and looked at your detail page, and then how many people have clicked through and looked at your website. And so that's actually a new feature for 2020 as well, and we're really excited about that one. Let me go. This is on the front page, our platinum get in this list right here. That's our featured list. And then this is where the parent reviews, again, this is for the platinum members, your parent reviews are popped out onto the home page. That means that anybody who is searching Camps Rock in your city is going to see, or if you're an overnight camp, it'll be shown to anybody, that they can see the parent reviews that are on your site. And then I'm going to show you, I want to show you a platinum. Well, I want to show you this one in particular because this is a gold. This is a gold upgrade or platinum. They both look about the same. You get a cover photo, so it starts looking a little bit more like you know, a Facebook or LinkedIn kind of a landing page with your logo. And then over here you get buttons for going to your campsite. To your camp website. You get this unlimited length description. So everything we just talked about, all of that writing, fantastic description, you get to put all of it in here. On the free, you just get 300 characters. Now we did, you know, your opening sentence. You can get a lot in a 300 characters, but you get obviously a whole lot more with the unlimited length description. You get photos on your page. And then again, this one has a lot of really great customer reviews on hers as well. Okay, so that's what the gold and platinum look like. I'm going to flip back over here. So that's everything. All of that is in the Founders League. Plus, in the Founders League, it's exclusive, only a maximum of 3 organizations per theme per city. You also would get upgraded listings for up to 100 camps. Normally in either the gold or the platinum, it's for up to 20 camps. You will get a premier position in that featured camps list. So this list, you will get a premier position, meaning you will always be sort of towards the front of that screen, of that scrolling list. You will get highlighted on your Regents landing page, and I'm not going to show you that, but basically if, let's say you're in Atlanta, or you're in, I know you're, Michelle, you're in Ann Arbor, you will actually be highlighted on the page for that city, and that is only for for the Founders League folks. You'll have the VIP badge. So in the new redesign where we're doing everything that's looking more Pinterest type, you'll have a VIP badge that will identify you as a Founders League, and you will be locked in at this annual rate for as long as you stay a member of the Founders League. So you're also going to get some bonuses. Number one, we will load your data for you. Normally you enter it all manually. We do have the ability to upload your data if you have more than 20 camps or whatever, but if you're in the Founders League, we will load your data for you for free. I have a number of other trainings that you will have access to. One is retention strategies, so it's very similar to this, but it's all about retention. And I mean, if I do say so myself, that program is really pretty good. If you've liked this one, it's about the same in terms of like the content of it. Marketing to parents, which is similar to this, but it's our entire parent survey plus information about our traffic and other things like that. So that's kind of this presentation on steroids in a way. Let's see, the step-by-step walkthrough, that's included, but the business boosting SEO presentation, that'll be available in February, and that I'm super excited about. We have 2 different SEO marketing guys that we work with, and one of them is going to come on with me, and we'll do a training on how you can increase your SEO over and above what we're offering you with Camps Rock, but other ideas and things that you can do. Money back guarantee, if you want to join the Founders League, we give a full money back guarantee until the end of January. So you have plenty of time to sort of figure out if you like what we're doing. At that point in time, you'll see the new facelift and everything, that's how it's going to look. You'll have an opportunity to get your camps listed and see what they're going to look like. And of course, you'll get access to all of those bonuses that I've talked about, the retention program, and all of that, except the SEO, because the SEO thing is in February. But anyway, I think by the end of January, you'll have an idea if this is right for you, if it fits you, if you like what we're doing. And so basically, money back guarantee. The total value of everything I just listed is around $2,000. And the Founders League right now is for $199. And that is, like I said, until the end of the day, Monday. So you have from now until Monday, if you have other people in the office that need to see what we are all about, see what we're offering, you have time to do that. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. Any questions? I'm trying to think if I've covered everything I would want to tell you about. I think I have, and I've gone a little bit more than what I planned to do today, so I don't want to keep you too much longer. I want to give you the word of the day. So I'm going to stop sharing this. All righty. So that's pretty much it. Once again, join our Facebook group. Word of the day. For anybody who is watching the replay, the word of the day today is Monday, because Monday is the deadline if you want to join the Founders League. Okay, so the word of the day is Monday. Send that to me in an email. Tell us what you think. Send us an email about like what you thought of this whole program. That would be awesome. I would love to hear from you. So that's it. Any other questions? Bill says, you want to go to a play with me tonight? Sure, I will. Our son is in a play tonight. He is a musical, so that's what he's talking about. Anyway, that's it. We'll talk to you soon. It's been great getting to know you all, and awesome. Talk to you later.